Okay, now let's come to the model that most of us are excited to, which is the R3 limited edition, which is the Saga and the Proton Iris. So these two is to signifies the Proton Saga R3 and the Proton Iris R3 track car that has won the Sepang 1000 kilometers race. Now I'm going to start from the Proton Saga R3 limited edition first. So this Proton Saga R3 limited edition have more limited units. It's limited in 2000 units. So the prices of this Proton Saga R3 limited edition is around 42,800 ringgit Malaysia, which has a bit of top up over the premium spec of the Proton Saga. Okay, let's start from the engine bay first. So as I mentioned, there are no any power upgrade for these 4 Proton models. It's strictly just some aesthetic upgrades. So for the engine, the Saga gets the 1.3 liter Campro VVT engine, produces 94 horsepower and 120 Newton meters of torque. And for the Saga facelift, the improvement, you get the 4-speed automatic instead of the CVT like the previous Saga. And exclusive to the Proton Saga, you get this front strut bar right here to improve the handling of the Proton Saga. So now, let's begin our exterior walk around and see what this Saga R3 limited edition has to offer. So for the headlights, nothing much has changed over the Proton Saga VVT normal. Halogen reflector headlights, this is your signal indicators. And this is based on the Saga 35 years anniversary edition with some R3 treatments. So there nothing much has changed. Down here, because this is based on the Proton Saga Premium, so you get this LED daytime running light, which looks pretty high quality, and this is your front parking sensors. And you get some gloss black treatments for the car. And for the R3 treatment, you get this combination of black and yellow combination. This is your gloss yellow stripes running across the grille. And this is the Proton signature infinite width design, which already feature for the Iris and the Persona, and the X50 and the X70. So down here you get the R3 body kits together with the yellow 9 links, and this is not sticker, this is a pin. So you get the front lips right here as well. So here's the side profile of the Saga. The dimension has nothing changed. So as for the rims, you get a 50-inch rim. It's the same as the Proton Saga Premium rim, but this comes with a pretty nice dark grey finishing, which makes the car look more sporty. You get some chrome linings for the ring. So it actually makes the tire look much bigger than it should. And you get front disc brake and rear drum brakes. And exclusive to the R3 limited edition, you get this 82 number and the R3. So this number is actually for the Proton Saga R3 race car. This is the decal for that. So it's for the Saga is number 82. For the Iris is number 83. So exclusive to the R3, you get this R3 sticker right here, running across the front windshield, which makes the car look more sportier. And you get the yellow side mirror painting. You get a side skirt together with some yellow finishing. As you can see, R3 champion team. This sticker makes more horsepower. And at the rear windshield, you also get the R3 sticker together with this yellow finishing. And right here you get a ducktail spoiler, and the Proton wordings is finished in chrome. So exclusive to the Proton R3 limited edition, you get this rather interesting nameplate limited edition with these 3 stripes finished in yellow. And also the most important part, the R3 badge. And down here for the normal Proton Saga Premium, this is finished in chrome, but for the R3 limited edition, it's finished in yellow. And right here you get the AMG inspired side grille. Even though they are not functional, but it looks beautiful in my opinion. And the rear tail light still finished in bulb instead of LED. So now let's check out the interior of the Proton Saga R3 limited edition. So the Proton Saga standard across the range, it does not come with a keyless entry or push start. Still a conventional key to start the car. But it's the flip key, it's not the Saga FLX, that rather basic key. So let's open the door. And right here you get manual adjustment seat. This is your seat height, seat back, and your seat position is at the front. And exclusive to the R3 limited edition, finally you get the leather seats for the Proton Saga, because previously the Proton Saga Premium offers in a fabric setup only. But for the R3 limited edition, you get this R3 limited edition printed right here, as well as some yellow stitching, which makes the car look more sportier. So let's step inside the car. Close the door. The door is rather light, but I wouldn't mind it. I won't mind it because this is the A segment sedan. It feels more high quality than the Proton Beza, and this Proton Saga uses the Proton's HPF structure, so the body strength of this Proton Saga is much more stronger than the Proton Beza, no doubt. And right here, even though this is the R3 limited edition, but it does not come with an auto folding mirror, so you need to manually fold the mirrors like this. But it's not a big deal because Lotus does not come with any electronic stuff. You still need to manually flip the mirror, so to me it's not a big deal, but at least it does come with the electronic adjustable side mirrors. This part right here does not wrap in any leather material like it would in the Proton Persona Black Edition, Proton Iris R3, as well as the Proton Exora Black Edition. But I won't mind this detail. As for the cabin, pretty typical Proton Saga interior. You sit rather low because this is a sedan. It gives you a more sportier drive compared to the Proton Iris and the Proton Persona. And this part right here is finished in combination of gloss black as well as the yellow lining of the aircon vents. And finally, for the Saga, you finally get the leather wrap steering wheel together with the yellow stitching. Because previously for the normal Saga, it does not come with any leather wrap steering wheel, so you need to go to accessory shop to get it wrapped. But for the R3 limited edition, they already wrapped the leather steering wheel for you. Even though the surface does not feel quite smooth, it feels a bit rough, but at least it feels comfortable to the touch, and you get a sport grip at the side. And this part right here is finished in gloss black together with some yellow linings for the controls of the steering wheel. As for the meter, you also get the yellow ring right here and the multi-information display at the middle. And the signal stock is right here at the left. And the dashboard quality is the same as the normal Saga. In my opinion, it feels quite solid. Fit and finish is rather alright. And this is the floating touchscreen as you found in the Proton Saga Premium. Yeah, really it's a floating touchscreen. It's not like the Toyota Corolla which has a TV console. So this to me is a plus point for the Proton Saga. And down here you get more yellow lining treatment. Get a Proton wording. Yellow trimmer for the aircon vents. This is the solid space and it is rubberized. So if you put your stuff inside, it won't make any noise. This is your central locking, rear defrost, has a light switch, front parking sensors, and this is your traction control off. And down here is your aircon controls, but it does not have the different mode selection whereby the air will blow through your leg, your body, or your head. It's just a one-way aircon controls, which control using this aircon vents, that's all. This is your fan speed. This is your outside and inside air circulation. This is your temperature. Although the quality feels much more high quality than the Saga VVT, so the quality has improved for this aircon vent. aircon controls. Down here you get a USB port and a 12-volt socket. Right here you get 2 cup holders, and does not come with a partition so that you can put your phones here. And this is the Saga's 4-speed automatic gear knob. This gear knob, as you can find in the normal Proton Persona standard or the Proton Iris standard, it uses the same gear knob. And you get the S mode right here, which represents 1, 2 and 3 gear to give you a more sportier drive. And when you're overthinking car, you can put into S for a better power delivery. And right here you still get more storage space underneath this handbrake. You get a manual handbrake, and this leather wrap handbrake right here is still wrapped in yellow stitching. And then exclusive to the R3 limited edition, as you can see, you get the pretty nice floor mats. It's printed with this R3 limited edition name, as well as the bezel of these carpets are also finished in yellow lining. And get this R3 limited edition badge for the passenger side and some fake stitching. Glove box is rather small, but it's totally enough. Door pockets. And for the safety feature, because this is not a new car, so it does come with 2 airbags, anti-lock braking system, traction control. That's all. Because this is an A segment vehicle, we cannot expect much. You get a manual dimming rearview mirror, but it does not come with a frameless rearview mirror like you would in the Exora, the Iris and the Persona. And this thing right here reminds me of the Proton X70, which is a pretty high quality dimming light control. And right here you get sun visor together with the venting mirror for both sides, which is pretty nice. Good job. So now let's check out the rear seats. So the doors, as usual, opening are quite wide, so it gives you easy access to the car. So same story, it gets full leather seats for the rear. So let's see inside. So the front seat is adjusted a bit backwards, so for the A segment car, we cannot expect the rear space is any more spacious. But I can slot my feet underneath this front seat, so it gives me a better sitting position. But the rear unfortunately does not come with the adjustable headrest. You get this one piece seat like you would in the Proton Persona. But the seat right here also finished in this yellow stitching. And the seat bench is rather short for A segment car, but for the A segment car I won't complain it because they need to maximize the interior space. Actually, as you can see, they actually cut some sponge right here to give you a more space for your leg. This much in terms of leg room, this much in terms of headroom is totally fine. But for long journey, I think it's not recommended to do so. You get 2 seats pocket for the rear, and you get your Isofix top heater point for outer 2 seats. And you can fold down the rear seats. It's a one-piece fold down. It does not come with a 60-40 split, but it's better than none. Given that this is a A segment car, you get a hook right here together with the retractable grip handle. So now let's check out the boot. So the boot does not come with any lever at the back, so you need to go to the driver's side and locate a lever down here. So for the boot space, typical A segment sedan is nowhere near the Prodobeza 508 liters, but it's totally enough. You can put a baby stroller and some luggage inside. It's totally fine. And right here you get a rear boot light. And down here you get the space saver spare tire. And overall the boot space for the Saga is decent. So yeah, that's about it for the 2021 Proton Saga R3 limited edition. So remember, this Saga R3 limited edition is limited to 2000 units. Exora 500, Iris R3 Limited Edition 500, as well as the Proton Persona Black Edition, also 500 units. So if you have any comments regarding to this Proton Saga R3 Limited Edition, you can comment down below and let me know what you think about this car. And now I'm going to moving to the most favorite car that I like, which is the Iris R3 Limited Edition, so stay tuned for that. So yeah, be sure to subscribe, like and share my videos. Cheers.